Hey guys, what is going on? This is Ip of RageQuitTV. Gonna be casting a game between eSahara.Naama and FXOJKS, which could be read as FXOJKS. That's what I'm gonna be calling him today. This is on the Kor Ladder, which means this guy is pretty darn good to be up against Naama, because we did see Naama earlier take out Lenok and Nesty on Antigua shipyards, and then he took out Destiny on this very map, Metalopolis, with a very bizarre ghost strategy. Just pretty much opened up ghost and went mass ghost, and then eventually went into a more standard bio play, but it was a pretty ridiculous game. And we will see him throw up a 10 supply depot, and Jokes is going to be going for a 14 or 15 hatch, because that is what Zergs do. They love going for that hatch opener. And the Overlord is going to be coming here and won't see Naama. Extractor trick is happening for Jokes, and it looks like he's going to be scouting extremely early. I don't know exactly why. Maybe he just wants to know if it's a 2-axe before he gets to the base, and knows if it's a 2-axe, I'm going to be going with some type of 1-base strategy. And the drone's going to come into Naama's base, should attack this one SCV, because right now Jokes is losing a lot of income sending out this early scout. And if he attacks this SCV, it does force one of Naama's SCVs to go off the line, and forces Naama to lose some minerals, and kind of just makes up for it. He is guaranteed to go into Naama's base, because he did go for that super early scout. Is immediately going to be going back here, checking out the gas, and just seeing if Naama did open up with gas. He doesn't. He's at 14 supply right now. The SCV did leave. I believe Jokes saw that SCV leave. So right now it could look very much like a 2-racks play to Jokes. Sorry I didn't see if he saw the SCV leaving the base, but he could be counting SCVs right now. He is going to come back and see that gas, and if he's counting the SCVs, he should definitely know one is missing. So I'm pretty sure he saw the one go, but since he sees the gas, he knows it's not a 2-racks, knows it's not a 1-racks expansion, just knows it's going to be at some late Hellions, and that is going to be definitely a little bit awkward. We do have Naama coming in to just get the complete scout, and what this tells me is Naama wanted to do a 2-barracks type play, but didn't, because he did get that scouted extremely early. The drone is going to be doing a little bit of some jukes, and then we'll be taking the gas and doing the extractor steal, and that's just to prolong its life, and we'll be very happy to hop on that. Never mind, he's going to turn around. We do have a Marine and SCV going in to put a little bit of pressure on. And that SCV scouting up here, so right now we don't have Jokes has any clue about this, just because the SCV was up here. But it does come down. He sees this now, the bunker in place, the Marine in a spot where only one drone could possibly hit him if he went all the way around this area. But there is an SCV blocking. Another Marine is going to be coming here, and Jokes is not going to be able to take out this bunker in time. It is definitely going to finish, and this is going to be a little bit of a headache, because that is in range of that hatchery. It looks like if it's not, it is just outside of range. We'll see if it is, but since he's not building another bunker just yet, before that creep went, it leads me to believe that is in range, and yes, it is. The bunker is shooting that one hatch. Lings are going to come, and Jokes is got plenty of Lings. Naama is getting a factory up now with a reactor, so it looks like he will be transitioning into some reacted Hellion play. Naama's SCV is falling back and just trying to taunt this one Queen, keep the vision of the high ground, because the Queen could go right now over to this one area and start working on the bunker. I'm kind of surprised the Queen is not. Maybe he's worried about the SCV coming up and the bunker killing this one Queen off. He is taking a lot of damage. Naama is going to be building a 3rd bunker. We do have 12 Lings out with 8 more on the way. 20 Lings and 2 Queens. That is going to be maybe enough to take this out. One Queen automatically does go down, and those Lings are taking this one bunker. He is trying to get as max around manually. Microing those Lings does take out one. He will get this second one, it looks like. But will the last one finish? Will the Lings get us around on those Marines? No, oh my god. That bunker completes in the nick of time, but that should not be in range of this one hatch. So he doesn't have to worry about that as much. And man, did this hatch just live with 300 HP left, or 347. Hellion is going to be chased away by those Lings, and it looks like this is going to be dealt with. Naama expansion is not up, so Jokes looking like he's in okay shape. That Hellion is going to be chasing Lings out. We do have a 1-1-1 for Naama. Lings are going to be running away. They do not want to engage Hellions. And the Overlord is coming in for the scout. Will be seeing this. The medevac is on the way. The question is, will the Overlord make it there in time to see the medevac? And if it doesn't see this medevac, it would be such a sick juke move to just throw the tech lab down on the starport. He is going to see the Overlord before the Overlord sees the starport. And wait, never mind. Jokes does see that starport lift up, so he should know a medevac is on the way. Just narrowly scouted that. It could be a Viking, and he may have not been paying attention. That tech lab did go down very quickly. But you did see this thing in the middle right here go from a lower position to a higher position with that Overlord. So he should know the drop is coming, is not on the watchtowers for whatever reason. There's Hellions are coming. He does have an Overlord right here, Lings right here, so it looks like he thinks he can intercept kind of the drop and just see it by being right here. He is going to be putting his Lings just looking all around for this one medevac, and it looks like it will be coming in, but no, that is a sick juke for Naama, just going to be going straight in. Does have Hellions going to be going at the front, which is going to force Lings to go down. There are two Queens here, a few Lings, and while that's going on, we will be having a drop play. And one of those Hellions does get surrounded, but Naama doesn't really care about these. Two Hellions go down, and now he is going up into this main, and the drones immediately get pulled away. One drone does go down. We do have three Queens, and one Queen will be going down. Those Lings do come. And it looks like the medevac does pick up and go away. The drone's going to be going back to the mining. And those Hellions can't really do too much with just two Hellions. There is the Spine Crawler and the Queen. I'm a little bit surprised Jokes doesn't have two Spine Crawlers just to zone this one area out, because this is going to be abused by Hellions, as Naama has already done so. Naama finally going to be getting that orbital command, so he is going to be on 2 base. We do have him getting a medevac out. Does have a Banshee. Just check that watchtower, and that Ling goes on the watchtower, and he does see the Banshee, so he knows all about that. Those Lings chasing these Hellions are now going to be retreating. We do have him getting up a macro hatch. When he saw that Banshee, he knows, okay, it's not a good idea to take the hatch right here, but I do want another hatchery. My minerals are getting a little bit too high. So he gets the macro hatch right here. Again, if he got it right here, he wouldn't be able to defend against the Banshee. And Hellions are going to be coming. We do have Lings out, and still Jokes being a little bit persistent. The lair now just finishing. We'll see if he goes in a Festo or Mutalisk play. Scan does go down, but all those Lings are running, so not a single tumor can be taken out. One Hellion does go down. And now it looks like Naama just going to try to go through the front. Pretty nice job by Jokes, stopping any tumors from going down from that one scan. And 3 Hellions with this one Banshee. 15 Lings out and 3 Queens. And the Banshee is going to be tugging the drones right now. And that hatch is pretty low, but we do have, I don't know where all the Queens are. The hatch is taking damage. And now we finally have Jokes trying to deal with this. The Hellions and go in a nice area where those Lings can't go. And the Queen, does she have transfuse? No transfuses. The Banshee is going to be able to take out this one hatch. And that is going to hurt Jokes. They does get the Banshee. Yes, he does. The resources lost is in Naama's favor right now. He's lost about 500 less. But we do have the better econ for Jokes. No, Naama has the better econ right now. It looks like the medevac won do a drop. You see blood right there. Looks like Jokes was paying attention and had that stopped with his Lings and Banelings. But let's see. The worker count, 50 to 41. Income tab does show that Naama is in the lead. And it's a little bit funny that Jokes isn't mining from this one extracted, considering he's mining with his macro hatch. And this one is a little bit closer, actually. So if I was him, I would swap that up. But up until now, until that one hatch did go down, Jokes was on a considerably better econ. He is at 77 supply, while Naama at 84. And Jokes better be taking this third base really soon, because Naama is getting a third up of his own. Of course, Jokes, he actually does know about that, so he should be taking a third base any minute now, because he knows that command center does finish. He is going to be in a lot of trouble. There we go. The hatch has gone down, and he is getting mutas out. Naama did see the Spire a long time ago, so he is going to be getting missile turrets up. He already has them up. He is getting +1/1 on his Marines, and will be transferring into mech play now, as he is getting a Thor. Already has a tank. Well, not mech, but just a biomech. Basically the Marine tank. A few links coming in. There is a tank with plenty of Marines, so Jokes does immediately retreat. We do have a few Marines on this one watchtower. If Jokes can find that out, and he should know about it. Yeah, he does know about it. If he could take those Marines out with some Baneleys, take Naama by surprise before he can go up into those medevacs, that would be a huge win for him. He needs to get this Marine count low. And now we do have the Marines going, going to throw the scan, and then immediately pull back, and that is so good by Naama right there. He is basically attacking without attacking. As you do see a lot of units are being built, 2 Baneleys being morphed, and Jokes kind of just like, oh my god, I'm being attacked, better get units, while Naama just goes back. He knows he is on the economic lead right now, or he assumes he is because he did take out this one hatch, has been putting pressure on, but surprisingly, he's only killed 10 workers. Out of all the aggression Naama has put out, he is behind the workers by only 7, but he does have double mules. He did get a PF at his 3rd base. And it looks like Naama is going to be moving out while we do have Jokes going to be attacking. He does know the 3rd base is going to be up, but doesn't know it's going to be a PF, and that is not going to make him a happy camper one bit, as Naama is going to do damage right here. The 3rd base most likely will be falling because Jokes' army is right here. A good portion of his army is right there. The Marines do fall back to the PF, and now Naama's like, oh, that sucks so much. Cannot do any damage. Actually loses 2 Banelings and quite a few Lings. While Naama is coming in here, this 3rd base is definitely going to be falling. And Naama is going to be immediately retreating after that. Back to his tank. Those broodlings did not stand a chance. He is coming in with a few Marines, and he could take out this one Queen. Looks like, yes, he will. Queen does go down. We still have 3 Queens on the map, and Baneleys are going to come, get some nice hits off on those Marines. Muta's going to come and clean up the rest of them. There are Thor with plenty of Marines right here, so I don't think Jokes can really engage that. Takes out a medevac, which is pretty nice. And now going to take out a few more Marines. Scans going down everywhere, taking out the creep tumors. Right now, Naama knows he's on 3 bases. He knows Jokes is on 2 bases. He doesn't really want to engage the army right now. He just wants to stop Jokes from moving out, and he's doing that by taking out the creep tumors. You did see Jokes toning down those medevacs. And still just on this fire play. He is getting +1 flying attack. He is got 1 armor, but Naama just about finished with his 2-2. His mech is going to be at +2 before we have +1 armor or +2 anything out of Jokes. So Naama is going to be way ahead in those upgrades. And somehow the supply is absolutely even. Jokes actually now going to be pulling ahead. I don't know exactly how he's doing that. What do his units look like? 57 drones to the 54 SCVs, 20 mutas, 6 banelings. And Naama, I mean, his minerals are low, so he must have been oversaturated somewhere. I have no idea how Jokes is still even in this game, despite being bases down at several times and still ahead in supply, doing a great job. And also losing more than Naama. Gonna come in here. There's plenty of tanks right here. And Jokes is gonna immediately back off. Does see a handful of Marines. And is gonna try to take those Marines out. He does have enough mutas. Those Marines not clumped up. And gets a few kills there for relatively nothing. But we do have Naama gonna be moving out with a handful of Marines. And Jokes does see that. It looks like he is just going to be pulling back. He is taking his 4th base, but Naama getting his 4th command center. This will be able to take the gold base, which is still gold minerals, and will help Naama greatly once he can put some mules on that. Going back in this production tab. Sorry, guys. I know I haven't had that up too much. We have +3 on the way for Naama. The +2 attack. 8 more Marines, a tank, and a Thor. Mutas are going to come in here, and it looks like they are turning down those medevacs. A little bit odd, but he does get 2 of them. And maybe that's what he wants. Those Marines are expendable. The medevacs are not so much. But the Marines going to be at 3, and those will be able to tear through mutas. Pretty much 2 Marines will be able to take out a muta, and that is ridiculous because of the gas the muta cost. Basically, it would be a pure mineral trade for minerals plus gas. And that's not good, but again, the mutas are clumped up. There's more than one muta, so that does work in Joke's favor when he catches these Marines in small clumps, because they do have that AoE damage. One volley can take out several Marines, and he is going to be going up into this main base that has so many missile turrets. And the meter is going to be targeting down the missile turret, and now going to try to get this one gas out. And now going to try to take out the other gas. This does pretty much essentiate one tank. Now 2 tanks won't be able to build per production cycle, taking out those. So he did pretty much essentially kill 2 tanks. But we do have Naama going to be moving on out with quite a bit. We do have Jokes trying to get a complete surround, but there are just too many tanks right here. Naama has a great position. And this mutas are going to be taking out some tanks, but he doesn't really have the banelings to back this up. Does have 54 lings out, but again, those Marines are at 3-3 while the lings are at 0-1. And this one base is going to be falling. It will be 3 bases to 4 base. Naama will be taking this game, it looks like. I can't see anything that Jokes can do to stay ahead. The supply is relatively even. We do have a hive on the way. But Naama's upgrades, oh, that's just brutal. We have 1-1 versus 3-3. The mech is at 2-0. And that does mean, I think the tanks will one-shot banelings. Yeah, the tanks do one-shot banelings. And hordes. Not just the one baneling goes down, but all the ones surrounding them do. And Jokes right now just losing his whole army. His army is a joke compared to Naama's. Naama will be taking that game. And hopefully you guys enjoyed that game. I know it may not have been the best game. I didn't really have too many ZVTs. I kind of just picked one at random from Drop SC. I have plenty of PVTs I want to cast, but I've casted like 3 or 4 PVTs. It's not too good casting that many PVTs. So we will be hopping into SE2 gears right now. And let's see. StarCraft 2. Yep. Replays, multiplayer. I'm gonna put it on the HUV. I have so many replays right now, it is absolutely ridiculous. Naama? No, we can't. FXO. There we go. So let's go in this APM tab real quick. We do have Naama, Macro 63, Micro 129, Jokes 101, Macro 174, Micro. That is absolutely ridiculous. Naama's redundancy 31%, Jokes at 48%. That is pretty ridiculous as well. Almost half of his things were just spam. 131 EAPM, 142 EAPM. So even though Jokes, he had a whole 70 more APM or 80 more APM than Naama, it turned out to be just about the same EAPM, just because of all that redundancy. And I don't know if it's actually redundant. That could be meaningful, but that's just what SE2 gears say. And what this does mean, actually, because he is so redundant, that means he is fast enough to perform the actions. And over time, he'll get better, and that redundancy will go down. Your redundancy goes down a lot faster than your micro and macro APM go up. So if you want to be a faster player, that's where spamming does help. Don't spam to just how fast you can spam. If you're like at 15% redundancy down in silver or gold, then go up to 25% redundancy. And then over time, that will increase your APM by quite a bit, going to 25% redundancy. That's your goal. And over time, that redundancy will go down with each and every day you play, and then you will be a faster player. If you just spam without any measurement, just say, okay, I'm going to play as fast as I humanly can, spam up to 200 APM when I'm only a 70 player. I'm going to keep that level. It's going to feel good. It's not going to help you. You want to just go up in a percentage of redundancy, and I found that to be the most effective way. Going in these unit tiers, we do see lots of Marines being built. Holy cow. Do have a few Thors and tanks. And for all the units Naama's built up to this point, it's amazing how few units we have from Jokes. What is that? Let's see. 2, 4, 6. Yeah, that's pretty amazing. He was being pretty effective right there, and especially with those bunkers. I did not expect to see that one bit. Going into, let's go in the abilities. We had 2... Oh, wait. We're not there. Let's go to the end game. There we go. We have 55 Banelings, 61 Tumors, 53 Injects. And that's it, pretty much it for special abilities. 18 return cargoes, which is a little bit odd, but that's probably because he kept pulling drones. And every time he was going back, he used return cargo and then click the middle line or something. So that's probably why that's up there. You can see that hotkey does get used when you pull your workers. 6 morphs to PF. He really canceled and built that over and over again. Wow. 19 stems, 1 call down, 23 tanks, 9 scans. 3 hold positions, 13 mules. But the units, that's going to tell a big story. We had 149 Marines, 7 Hellions, 8 Medevacs, 1 Banshee, 10 tanks, 7 Thors, versus the 151 drones, 31 Overlords, 9 Queens, 136 Lings, and 42 Mutas. He built less Lings than Marines, which is odd. I don't know if this counts as 2, though. Maybe this doesn't count them as 2s. That probably is the case. Because that would mean he only morphed or built 70-some Lings. So, yeah, he did. That does count them in 1s. So that was really 260-some Lings out on the field. That makes a lot more sense. Resources spent. Very even. And this is not what a Zerg wants. The Zerg wants to be way ahead. Joke's actually mining more minerals than Naama. Despite being on so few bases so many times, or at least spending more. At the end of the game, we do have Naama at 600 minerals. Joke's at 1k minerals. So yeah, Jokes did mine more minerals than Naama. Somehow, some way, he did. Can't explain it, but he did. The gas, pretty equal. Naama only mining 425 or 450 more gas. Not the biggest deal. So hopefully you did enjoy the game. I try to keep it spread out between TVZs. The whole matchup spread out. So I know the TVP was getting a little bit boring, so I did a TVZ. So yeah, that'll conclude the cast. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Take care, and I will see you.